Il Signore mi rende uno strumento della vostra pace. Dove c'è odio, lasciarlo seminare l'amore. Dove c'è ferita, perdono. Dove c'è dubbio, fede. Dove c'è disperazione, sperare. Dove c'è nerezza, illuminarsi. Dove c'è la tristezza, consoled as to console. To be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in dying that we are born again. It is in dying that we are born again to eternal life, Signore. Mi rende uno strumento della vostra pace. Il Signore
Once, in a faraway town, there was a farmer and his wife. They had a child, a little wide-eyed boy who was just like you, anak. Little did they know that he would one day bring lots of good news despite those trying times. Nevertheless, not knowing what lies ahead, the farmer hoped, his wife prayed, and the little wide-eyed boy believed. Do you wish to hear more about how their story goes?
Tell me more, Nay.
All right. Listen, anak. Once there was a farmer and his wife. They
farmer's son mounted a horse, thought he could tame it from the wild.
He was thrown off and broke his leg. His mother cried for you, poor child.
The farmer did not understand. His only son now disabled.
The neighbors gathered and told them, bad news for you, he can't till your farm.
Suddenly war befell their town. Every young able man must fight. Save for the farmer's only son, his lame leg prevented his might. They lost the war and all the young men. Save for the farmer's only son. The neighbors gathered and told them, bad news for us, our sons are gone. Good news, bad news, hear the beating drums. Good news, bad news, who knows what comes? Try your best today, come what may. God plans for us a better day. God plans for us a better
How is he? Has his fever gone down?
I'm afraid he is still in pain. His dysentery can be fatal unless we get him help. But how can we find help when there's not even a hospital in this town?
The bile of this trying time seemed to seep into every family, every home. Stay here and I'll find a way.
Ageless, priceless, my love for you is for always. Restless, sleepless, every mother's heart is selfless, ageless, priceless. Your nice love will see you through. Speechless, breathless, a full life is ahead of you. My son, my love, your strength will come from my prayers. You live, you will give us hope, clear away despair. I know you came into our lives for a reason. Beyond my arms, beyond these walls, beyond seasons.
I can find no one in this town. The Japanese occupiers have surrounded us. How can I even find a way to Manila to find a physician?
I'm afraid we don't have enough money.
I know. But seeing him like this, I'm willing to give anything, everything.
My son, my anak. Oh God, amid these pangs of war, we need a miracle. Grant us a cure, a miracle.
Speechless, priceless, her love for you is for always. Restless, sleepless, every mother's heart is selfless. Speechless, priceless, your eyes love will see you through. Speechless, breathless, a full life is ahead of you.
Ageless, priceless, my love for you is for always. Ageless, priceless, your night's love will see you through.
Nak, thank you so much for doing this for us, for our family. And again, I'm sorry if you have to do this on your own, huh?
I understand, Tay. I decided to do this, so please let me help. I can't be the only one in our family who sits around and plays all day. I want to do this for our own sake. For you, Tay, and for Nanay. Each sunny morning, each glaring day is my beginning, a bright new day. I'm just a boy, but I bring good news. My family's poor, but that's no excuse to dream big. Yes, I can dream big too. One day we'll rise, my dreams I'll pursue. A writer, leader, or soon to be president of the Manila Times. I dream for that moment. I'm just a boy, but I bring good news. I'm just a boy, but I bring good news. Manila Times, Manila Times, Manila Bulletin, Philippine Herald.
Busy morning, each noisy day, it's our beginning, a bright new day. He's just a boy, but he brings good news. His family's poor, but teaches values. He's born to dream,
pursue engineering in college? My teachers at Mabuhay told me that I could excel in whatever college degree I wish to pursue. Their words made me think about my plans after graduation, which is very, very soon.
Now, Junior, listen. You're just a young boy and I'm your father. Ako pa, I raised you well. I know how you should grow up and what you should take up in college. You should take up law. Oh, look. Matigas na ulo mo. Pilosopo ka pa. You'd make a fine lawyer someday, nak.
Law?
You can either choose to go to FEU or UST, which are both within walking distance from here. Sige, how much is the bus fare from Catalunya Street to Diliman?
15 centavos po.
Oh, kamahal ng pasahe. That could already buy you a bottle of soft drinks. Nak, alam mo namang we can't afford a 15 centavo ride, di ba? Junior, are you listening? Son, listen to my words. I want what's best for you. Though I may not give you more than a pair of shoes, my words to you will last a lifetime. My words of love I can tell. Now I tell you, you will rise above. I cannot promise to give more or give too much, but you, as soon as you grow up, more lives you touch. Your heart is very young and your mind is daring. You can reach your dreams if your spirit is willing. Son, listen to my words. I tell you 'cause I know one day you'll believe it. Far away places you go. Son, listen to my words. While I am here, I'll show how much I'm proud of you, and I love you so.
Your words are big. Your words somehow scare me. Living up to your expectations is hard, you see. But I'll listen to your words. Tell me I'll obey, because your words are bright. I will not go astray. I cannot promise to give more or give too much, but for you I promise you more lives I will touch. My heart is very young and my mind is daring. Thanks to you from now on, I will not stop dreaming.
Son, listen to my
listen to your words.
I tell you 'cause I
know you know.
one day you'll believe
I can't wait for that
far
day
away
when
places.
I can fly and grow.
Son, listen to
I
my
thank
words
you
while I am
for
here.
love. I
I'll
can
show
feel it, it's true.
how much I'm proud
Because
of
you're
you,
proud of me.
and
I'll
I love you so. listen to my words while I am here. I'll show how much I love you. I'll do everything for you.
Yearn to learn, to know things unknown. This is why you are here. You yearn to learn, to find life's answers. This is why you are here.
I yearn to learn, to know things unknown. But why does my heart fear that even if I find the answers, I would still ask God why? Why would you allow one young person to bear so much burden? Why not give him gifts, toys, 3 wishes instead like most children? Why would you allow him to see a world he'll never reach? Why not grant him 1 wish, my God, whom you I beseech?
Yearn to learn, to know things unknown. That is why you are here. You yearn to learn, to find life's answers. This is why you are here.
I yearn to learn, to know things unknown. But why does my heart fear that even if I find the answers, I would still ask God why? Why would you allow all these people to bear so much burden? Why not grant them their only wish to prosper? They're your children. Forgive my ignorance, my lack of prayer, with all due respect. I yearn to learn why, despite your grand scheme, we are but a speck.
Yearn to learn, to know things unknown. This is why you are here. Yearn to learn, to find life's answers. This is why you are here. Yearn to learn, to know things unknown. This is why you are here. You yearn to learn, to find life's answers. This is why you are here.
Art, congratulations! Who would have thought that a second-year law student would top our student elections? You're the youngest among us, but you deserve to lead
Well,
us.
some of us are not too impressed, but I guess it's very easy for you to convince them. You're good at it.
Well, I don't want to disappoint my tatay. I took up law for him anyway. And besides, while I'm at it, I might as well be productive and useful. I mean, you know how boring it gets in the company of old, shabby, dusty law books.
You joke about those shabby, old, and rusty...
Dusty
law books. You joke about them now, but what makes you think you wouldn't one day author piles of books?
Point taken.
Let's shelve those books for now. You need to meet the student body. They're expecting their new student leader to set the tone of this year's student government agenda.
Point taken.
Hey, Mr. Bright, student leader, what is your big, brilliant plan today? Hey, Mr. Bright, student leader, a lot going on. What can you say? Hey, Mr. Bright, Mr. President of the FEU, CSO, what makes you tick? Makes you confident. You're a man of vision, a man of action.
It's been a privilege, I thank all of you. We may be young, but this is our debut. What makes us tick makes us confident. We live our mission, we make a statement. We are the young minds of this generation. We must start, put our plans into action. From here, I can see our distant dream. Words are powerful, the mind is supreme.
Here she comes, Art. It's your chance.
Oh, what shall I tell her?
Okay, you know, Elenita is quite different from other colegiales. She doesn't shy away from progressive student movements, and she's perfect to join our cause. Okay, why don't you invite her to go to our student assembly next Thursday? Or, you know, why don't you ask her out? Again.
Should I? What if she's still not too keen on me?
Well, at least convince her to join our cause. You know, after saying no to you, perhaps she'd accept your invitation to our assembly instead. You know, to be polite.
What a very mean Machiavellian mind you got there.
Hey, Mr. Bright, student leader, what is your big, brilliant plan today? I have a plan to make this world better. Will you stand with me? What do you say?
It's been a privilege standing here with you. We may be young, but this is our debut. What makes us tick makes us confident. We live our mission, we make a statement.
We are the young minds of this generation. We must start, put our plans into action.
Standing here with you, I see a distant dream. Yes, we can build it if we work as a team. Elenita, I know this is not the right time.
Don't tell me. You have a big, brilliant plan today. Have you?
Well, it isn't as big as mobilizing our students and campaigning for our cause.
All right, then. Tell me more.
Will you help me jot my agenda for the upcoming NUSB Student Congress? I plan to work at the library until late afternoon.
Just the two of us?
Well, that sounds like a big, brilliant plan.
Hey, Mr. Bright, student leader, what is your big, brilliant plan today? Hey, Mr. Bright, student leader, there is a lot going on. What can you say? Hey, Mr. Bright, student leader, you have a lot of unanswered prayers, but how do you try? Do you believe anything's possible? Yes, we can achieve.
We are the young minds of this generation. We must start, put our plans into action. Standing here with you, see a distant dream. Yes, we can build it if we work as a team.
We are the young minds of this generation. We must start, put our plans into action. Standing here, we see our distant dreams. Yes, we can build it if we work as a
All rise. We gather here today to establish a founding Congress that will unite the student leaders of our country. Why is this necessary? We need to respond to the clamor of many student bodies to form an independent alliance that can and will uphold the rights of our fellow students. Our united voice will ensure that the right to education is heard by the government. Our united voice will ensure that we, the students, are heard and never neglected.
All rise, let us rise. Our rights we must not compromise. Our state of education is at stake. All rise. Art. We have planned to engage all the student councils from all the major universities of Luzon. Do you have any contacts in the Visayas and Mindanao?
I do know some student council members from Visayas. They can help us get in contact with those from Mindanao.
That should immensely help us strengthen the national ties. All rise, let us rise. Our rights we must not compromise. Our state of education is at stake. All rise.
Will our student assembly this year be successful? Have we finalized an agenda? What else do we need to prepare?
You worry too much, Art, while I have no doubt. The officers have done their part and all you should think about is lead the assembly. We're all behind you.
Then let's do this.
Why do we hide? What do we see? How can we survive? Students here, everywhere, by the law we abide. Why do we hide? What do we see? How can we survive?
Students are everywhere. We must lead the changing times. We mustn't hide behind these walls or play pantomime.
We must speak our minds, bring our voices to soaring heights. This is our only chance. Let us rise for students' rights.
Art, this is the biggest national student assembly we've ever had. Aren't you excited? If only I could speak as well as you do, I would have stolen your spotlight.
Have you seen Elenita around? I was supposed to meet her today.
She was with her committee members earlier. Anyway, I have to go now. I still have a meeting to wrap up.
Why do we hide? What do we see? How can we survive? Students here, everywhere, by the law we abide. Why do we hide? What do we see? How can we survive? How can we survive?
Elenita, how was your day? What are you thinking about? Should I be worried?
No, Art, it's, I was just thinking... Never mind.
What? You can tell me. I'm always here. 3 years ago, I remember so vividly when I first saw you. Our eyes just met, and I knew it is you, only you. I chose to stay by my side. Do you remember our brilliant plans? Lenny, don't you? 3 years ago, I was beside you, watching you. How you took my breath away with your smile so true. By my side, you supported me and strengthened me. You do remember our brilliant plans, Lenny, don't you? 3 years ago, I still very fondly recall how I did everything to win your heart. I must. I would sit by your side, promise my love and all. Do you know my big brilliant plan for us? 3 years ago, I found tenfold reasons to live. Years may come and may go, trust me, our love will last. Just stay beside me, and all my best I will give. Do you know what my big brilliant plan is for us?
Do I need to remind you? Find time to sit back. Must I warn you? Your knees, your knuckles, and your back. Do I need to remind you? We deserve some rest. Must I tell you now? You still look your best. We are blessed. But I need to remind you. Find time to sit back. Must I warn you? Your knees, your knuckles, and your
Thank you for inviting me to your office, Dr. Salonga. I am very honored. You topped the class, graduate cum laude. You topped the bar, then wait, what happens? Next in line is you aim for a master's. You wait and wait, now the plot thickens. How can I know what I ought to be? Though luck is lacking at the embassy, I need to know what's out there for me. I need to know what's next for me.
I see in you a great deal of passion. Why don't you join the legal profession? You've learned a lot from your education. It's about time to follow your direction. I see in you a good man of action. Why don't you join the legal profession? We can build a team, build this nation. It's about time to set your own direction.
Without a good mentor like you, Dr. Salonga, I would have never found my direction. I couldn't have found better alternatives. I couldn't have started a good career. And I thank you. I do. Thank you.
You are driven by your own passion, Art. We follow our own choices as we use our own voices. Never stop believing in yourself, Art, while I sit here and watch you sing. Go on.
A revitalized legal profession is what we need in this hopeful nation. Start planting seeds in your very soil. Plant and nurture your very soul. How can I prove what I ought to be? Though luck is lacking, still I am lucky. I need to know what's out there for me. I need to know what's best for me.
I see in you a great deal of passion. Why don't you join the legal profession? You've learned a lot from your education. It's about time to follow your direction. I see in you a good man of action. Why don't you join the legal profession? We can build a team, build this nation. It's about time to set your own direction. We see in you good men of action. Why don't we join the legal profession? We can build a team, build this nation. It's about time to set our own direction.
Art, listen. You might have heard about the bad news already. You've lost all your investments. I thought it wouldn't help to sugarcoat the situation. The recession isn't only being felt in the States, but also in Asia, in Hong Kong, and everywhere. You see, this painful economic crisis has spread almost globally.
I am aware, but I couldn't force myself to believe.
I'm very sorry to deliver the bad news or repeat it to you again. Real estate investments are falling alongside the collapse of the stock market.
What I thought was solid ground was apparently quicksand.
Hey, you need to wait until the earth stops shaking, until the skies turn blue again. What are you planning to do?
What plan are you talking about? How can you plan when you don't have money to back up your plan? How can you plan when you don't have funds to realize your plan because apparently you're back to zero?
To be frank, Art, you are not back to zero. Your law firm is still running, isn't it? The lights and air conditioning are still functioning, aren't they? Why don't you focus all your energy there? Despite investing abroad seems to be the worst plan at the moment. Do not leave the country just yet. Stay where you can and be useful to your family.
I promised my children that they would not have to experience what I went through. I promised my children they could go to any school, college, university without having to worry about their daily bus fare.
Art, you are a lawyer. Piles of pleadings and dozens of documents do not drive you to exhaustion. They also fuel your passion.
Once, twice, and thrice I tried my luck, but business seems to do unwell. Once, twice, and thrice, that's not enough. Now, what more do I need to sell? You come to a point in your life when you just recount everything. When you lose what you've invested, when you feel life has no meaning. Once, twice, and thrice I tried my luck. For greener pastures I have tried. Once, twice, and thrice lost a fortune. This bad news only hurts my pride. Should I simply stay a lawyer? Forget my ambitions so tall? Should I go back home and stay put? Wait for whatever is my next call?
Ageless, priceless, my love for you is for always. Sleepless, restless, every father's heart is selfless. Ageless, priceless, your God guy's love will see you through. Speechless, breathless, a full life is ahead of you. My love, my children, I dare now to dream your aims. You'll see from this moment on, I will find a way till you take the podiums of great universities, till you make it, live your life however you wish.
Good news, bad news, hear the beating drums. Good news, bad news, who knows what comes? Try your best today, come what may. God plans for us a better day. God plans for us a better
Travel, commerce, banking, management, real estate. You knew you would find your way through these industries. There must be one word you can use to sum this up. Business, serious business, is the art of business.
Well, I learned the art of business from lessons in life. You don't just wait for crops to grow without your toil. To harvest fruits, begin from the most basic step. Start like a skillful farmer by tilling the soil.
Know what seeds are best depending on the season. Then sow and scatter a handful, not more, not less. Make sure small and tender sprouts and never water down. When they grow big under the sun, you will be impressed. See, the art of business must be state of the art, or else the current state of your business might drop. It's your business sense that's always put on the line. When you simply rely on luck, things might just
I would like to propose a toast as we welcome our colleague Art into the big, big world of business. Art, we wish you well, and may your business grow even bigger.
So I can offer jobs and more opportunities to people.
Often, businessmen face a tough situation when they balance the equation that involves people and profit. But as our colleague Art always says, the best way to enrich society is to grant people the freedom to help themselves.
Well, I'm still learning more, but one thing is for sure. Business is not just about time, luck, or effort. It's more about people. Take good care of them. And let them guide your way. Let them offer support. People need justice and jobs, freedom and food, ethics and economics. In other words, liberty and prosperity. These two must go hand in hand. One is useless without the other.
travel, commerce, banking, management, real estate. Who knew you would find your way through these industries? There must be one word I can use to sum this up. Business, serious business. Business, serious business. Business, serious business. It's the art of business.
Attorney Panganiban.
Mr. President.
How is your family?
I'm very thankful that all of them have earned their degrees.
Yes, from Ivy League universities. I'm very impressed.
Well, I'm thanking God that I was able to see them through.
I wanted to talk to you privately, to ask you something. Are you interested in joining the President's cabinet as the Secretary of Justice.
Mr. President, I don't know what to say. I'm very excited to hear your invitation. What good news?
Why then do you seem reluctant?
Mr. President, honestly, I don't believe I deserve the position.
I know you did not vote for me. You voted for your mentor, Joby Salonga. However, I believe that you are a man of integrity. Our justice system needs more people like you.
I'm very grateful, Mr. President.
Perhaps you might want to consider joining the Supreme Court as a magistrate instead?
Who else can decide the fate of any person? Does he really have no choice to decide at all? Or does fate choose for him a path that he must follow? Does his path lead to a river, deep or shallow?
Between justice and fate, I am, I stand, I wait. 3 long harrowing years have passed, is it too late? I've been through dejection, frustration and rejection. What else can I do? I need some consolation. What else can alter the fate of any person? Is it chance, fate, serendipity, or free will? Could he possibly influence a decision when it is fate that decides even his actions? Between justice and fate, I am, I stand, I wait. 3 long harrowing years have passed, is it too late? False hopes have fooled me before, but I need something more. What else can I do? All these years I've been ignored.
You don't have to prove anything anymore. Your love for country does not get proven by your being appointed in government, does it? Remember when you wanted to venture abroad and you lost a lot? Well, maybe this is God's way of showing you where you should and shouldn't go, what you should and shouldn't do. You've already waited 3 years. If you still do not get appointed to the Supreme Court, perhaps it's time you should spend more time at home. Do I need to remind you? Find time to sit back. Must I warn you? Your knees, your knuckles, and your back. Do I need to remind you? We deserve some rest. Must I tell you now? You still look your best. We are blessed.
I was hoping for an opportunity to better serve our country by actually having a say in the justice system.
Who else can decide the fate of any person? Does he really have no choice to decide at all? Or does fate choose for him a path that he must follow? Does this path lead to a river, deep or shallow? He yearns to learn, to know things unknown. But why does my heart fear? Despite the answers, the question is, can he better their life? What could you possibly do to lift every person's burden? Lend them your hands, help them succeed, but will they even listen? What could you possibly do to prayerfully beseech God's ears? Lift up your heart to the Lord, praise Him, thank Him for all these years.
Yearning, learning, the years are turning and turning. Once I was ignorant, today my heart's burning. I heed my calling, the counsel for the ladies, starting with a prayer. We will reach the holy see.
Yearning, learning, God's ears are listening, listening. Once He was ignored, now He heeds the Pope's urging. Good news, bad news, hear the beating drums. Good news, bad news, who knows what comes? Try your best today, come what may. God bless for us a better day.
Good news, bad
Yearns to
news.
learn to know things unknown. But why does my heart
Hear the beating drum.
Despite the answers, the question is, can He better their lives?
News, bad news.
What could you possibly do to lift every person's
Who
burden?
knows what comes?
Lend them your hands, help them succeed, but will they even
Try your
listen?
best today.
What could you possibly do to prayerfully beseech God's
Come
ears?
what may.
Lift up your heart to the Lord, praise Him, thank you for
God
all
plans for us a better
these
day.
years. Salamat. Oh, look. Greeting card. Oh, look. Best wishes from our dear Comare Henrietta. Happy 35th wedding anniversary to you both. Aba, she's even more updated than I am. Oh, another greeting card. Oh, this time you'd be interested to know that this is from our ever dearest Archie. And it even has a photograph of him during a piano recital in Germany. Oh. Another greeting card. Oh, this one has a very, very special message, especially for you.
From whom?
Meralco. Oh, this one's for you.
Thank you, Lord.
Why? What is it?
Good news, Lenny. Very good news.
Lord, your words are big. Your words somehow scare me. Living up to your expectations is hard, you see. But I'll listen to your words, tell me I'll obey, because your words are bright. I will not go astray. I cannot promise to give more or give too much, but for you I promised you more lives I will touch. My heart is very true, though my mind is daring. With you by my side, I can do anything. Lord, I listen to your
I'll listen to your
words. When you call, I answer. If you want me to serve, I ask, my worthy Lord, I listen. I take your words, though I can't feel it, it's true. Because you trust, because you're proud of me, I'll do my best for you. Lord, I'll listen to your words. I'm here and I'll show how much I love you, and I'll do my best for you.
principles like the hero David. Who else will fight for the poor's access to justice, combat corruption, incompetence and delay?
He's a man of moral courage and integrity. He's a man of strength and true independence. He's a man
goddess of justice is strong-willed. She knows no kinship, denies any relationship. She knows no friendship, avoids any fellowship. Yet with the 7 virtues, she forges one guild.
Primus inter pares, first among equals. He is the chief magistrate of our land. Primus inter pares, first among equals. Behind this voice stand, now we stand.
As a jurist and leader, I live by 3 E's. As your public servant, your Chief Justice, I believe in excellence, ethics, and eternity. I vow to uphold our liberty and prosperity. Our nation needs an independent judiciary. Our people seek true justice and equity. Our country cannot live by bread alone, but by every word of God written in stone. As a jurist and leader, I live by my promise to safeguard the liberty of our beloved nation, to nurture the prosperity of our countrymen. Courts will strengthen every law that's written. Our nation wants truth and fairness for all. Our people seek a life that's free, big to small. Our country will die for a taste of democracy. Who else will defend them but the judiciary?
Primus inter pares, first among equals. He is the chief magistrate of our land. Primus inter pares, first among equals. Behind this voice stand, now
As a jurist and leader, I live by 3 E's. As a public servant, your Chief Justice, I believe in excellence, ethics, and eternity. I vow to uphold our liberty and prosperity. As a jurist and leader, I live by 3 E's. As a public servant, your Chief Justice, I believe in excellence, ethics, and eternity. I vow to uphold our liberty and prosperity. Lord, grant me strength and your love.
Hi, Lola. What are you counting for? Days before Christmas?
I'm counting the number of companies your lolo is either a director or advisor of. Your lolo is a very busy man at his age. When you finish college, you should be as hardworking.
Wow. Lolo's the director of Meralco, Petron Corporation, First Philippine Holdings, PLDT, Metro Pacific Investment Corporation, Robinson's Land, GMA Network, Asian Terminals, Jollibee Foods Corporation, Metro Pacific Tollways and Tollways Management Corporation, Team Energy Corporation. Wow, that's a lot.
Actually, your lolo is also an advisor of Metro Bank, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Double Dragon Properties Corporation, Metro Bank Foundation, and the World Bank Philippines.
Wow. Oh, but the list does not end there, Lola. Look. Lolo is also a chairman, president, or trustee of the Foundation for Liberty and Prosperity, Tanyan Key Foundation, Manila Cathedral Basilica Foundation, ASEAN Law Association Philippine Chapter, Philippine Judges Foundation, Claudia T. Hanke Foundation.
Your lolo is also an independent director of JG Summit Holdings. On top of that, he's also a columnist of the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Can you handle that?
Lolo is indeed a very busy man at his age.
Yes, he is a very busy man. Ever since President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo swore him in, he's never stopped. That's why I'm always worried about his back and his knees.
Oh, anyway, Lola, we have to go. Last minute Christmas shopping.
Okay, bye, Lola. Love you.
Ingat, ingat, ingat.
Bye.
Wow, Lolo, you're a very busy, busy man. I hope you can add our Christmas gifts to your list.
Yes, please. Where are you going?
Just to the
We
mall.
are shopping.
Bye.
Bye.
Han, here's a greeting card from one of your apos in the States. Would you like me to read the card for you?
Oh, they can read and write already. My goodness, how time flies so fast.
Dear Lolo, happy 80th birthday to you. Merry Christmas. How sweet. Oh, it's 10 past 8 o'clock. You haven't eaten dinner. You should leave this for tomorrow. You're not getting any younger.
We are not getting any younger.
10 years ago, I remember so vividly how your colleagues at the Supreme Court lauded you. A 21st century Renaissance jurist. You do remember your retirement hour, don't you? 10 years ago, I was beside you, watching you when you took a bow before people greeting you. Happy 70th, Chief Justice Art. Thank you. You do remember your retirement art, don't you? Do I need to remind you? Find time to sit back. Must I warn you? Your knees, your knuckles, and your back. Do I need to remind you? We deserve some rest. Must I tell you now? You still look your best. We are blessed.
10 years ago, I thought my good old life ends there. Then you looked at me and then gave me the strength to pursue. For better or worse, I'd still provide, I'd still serve. You do remember those vows and what I promised you. 10 years after I found tenfold reasons to live, how you and me, our family, have more to do for liberty, prosperity, and the rule of law. You do remember those vows and what we ought to do.
Do I need to remind you? Find time to sit back. Must I warn you? Your knees, your knuckles, and your back. Do I need to remind you? We deserve some rest. Must I tell you now? You still look your best. We are blessed. 10 years after I saw you with renewed spirit, how you pursue your passion wearing the same shoes, stepping in organizations, corporations. You are most trusted by several foundations. 10 years after I saw it coming for sure, how you would form your own non-profit foundation for liberty, prosperity, and the rule of law. You never intended to retire art, did you? Do I need to remind you? Find time to sit back. Must I warn you? Your knees, your knuckles, and your back. Do I need to remind you? We deserve some rest. Must I tell you now? You still look your best. We are blessed.
10 years after I found tenfold reasons to live,
10 years after I'm still standing, waiting
how
for
you
you.
and me, our family, have more to do.
Knowing how many more people will greet you.
For liberty,
BDM,
prosperity,
Chief Justice
and the rule of
Thank
law.
you.
You do remember
I do
these
remember
vows
these vows and what we ought to do. Do I need to remind you? Find time to sit back. Must I warn you? Your knees, your knuckles, and your back.
I clearly remember when I look back. I was 10 and I was still so young then. Never dreamed too much, sometimes doubted how I wish to go back and live it again. And now I only have one thing to say to that same boy, that young boy of 10.
You have your whole life ahead of you. Enjoy your dreams.
Whether we are 7 or 70 years old, whether we may have 10 years or 10 days left, believe in your dreams, dream what you believe, put your heart into it, anything you'll achieve. This ageless passion is the life of my life. Realize every vision, conquer every strife. My mind has found wisdom, my heart's still young. I'm still that poor child. He's a hero, unsung. Lord, grant me strength and love. I will follow your will, my only destiny. I am faithful to you, my God above. Your love is my life for all eternity. A brand new day,
Once a young penniless newsboy walked the alleys of Sampaloc to peddle papers and shine shoes. Did his job, never mind the clock. The newsboy grew up a fine man, led the newspaper agency to hundreds of best-selling stands. Little did he know it was planned.
Once a young, frustrated scholar who had the chance but not the means to shape his mind, cross distant seas, did his best in the Philippines, and he became a fine father to his 5 wonderful children, who all achieved more than he could in distant universities.
and